My reaction was pretty much, I think I understand where he's coming from. I mean, a man of that age that has been in politics for a very long time, and at some point you have to choose your well-being, over work, so to speak. That's just, as we all know, it's a stressful job. Another term of that. I think he needs to enjoy the quality of life at this stage.
Um, I expected it, but I wasn't necessarily expecting the endorsement of Harris, and I wonder about the electability of Harris. And I think that maybe the Democratic Party needs to go with somebody that may be a little more electable. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure what I see. The polls are about 3%, so I don't know. I want to see a viable candidate, and I don't have any problems with Harris personally, but I want to make sure that they have the best candidate in position for the race.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm not sure what's gonna happen come election time. Like there's one side where you're seeing a rise of, I don't know, there's just a lot of bigotry happening right now, and Trump has a following, so I don't think the Democrats have really come up with a plan to like randomly move voters. So it just seems like they're just saying they're better than Trump. And that's their main platform, and it's like, okay, people get that, but I don't think the undecided voters really, I don't know if that's enough for them.
America was ready when they made her the vice president, because the reality is, if anything was to happen to the president, that would be her role. So, I mean, us already understanding that piece and just being clear about that is, says that we were ready for that, from the start. So, I think there wouldn't be any much difference as her, as the vice president stepping up, without, actually having to participate in the race. So,
I think with stability, I mean, as far as the candidate goes, I mean, I definitely think that she has the positioning for that. But whether the Democratic Party has the finger on the pulse of the nation with this, I'm not sure if that's actually the case. So I wonder about that. It'll be interesting to see the DNC and to find out what they go with. But I'm pretty sure they're going to back Harris. It's my thing. But I think Gavin Newsom maybe be a little bit more electable. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I have no problems with Harris, but I just want to be able to see a candidate possibly elected. So that's where I'm at.
If you mean like in terms of her identity playing a role in policies, we see we had Obama for 2 terms, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like this country does a good job of they love being like, oh, we have this, we're diverse champions, this and that, but then you look at the policies and you see how people get themselves integrated in a certain way of thinking, and they feed into that system. So is it really change gonna happen, or is it gonna be like throwing a sticker on a rusty car or something? So that's a light me, honestly. I don't really think she's going to be this big change. No. On the surface level, I think it's cool to be like, okay, yeah, we elected woman of color to be president, but I don't really think that much deeply into it, because I think the impact is not going to be relevant to her presidency.
I think moving forward as a general populace, I think that's the direction we're trying to go. But I think we're seeing with the outturning of the rights base, I think we're seeing so much more. I don't know. We're seeing so much more fire in that base than we are with the liberal base now, and I think that's and we're also just polarizing as a nation. So I mean, I think these are all things to consider. I think we need to come back to a center, and I think Harris probably has that center ability. I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting election cycle, and I'll be sure to go out and vote.
she's no stranger to the politics. So, I mean, I think it's just as fair a fight as any. Popularity, of course, plays a major part in politics a lot of times, which I think she's established as well. So I think it's going to be a great fight.